Welcome, live chatters. Today is Sunday, the 23rd of November, 2020, and what a wild year it's been. Oh my God, we're all going to be happy when it's over. Kyle B, greetings to us all. Greeting to you from South Texas. Well, I have a very exciting announcement to make for those of you who have not seen my video. I have a new website that I've been working on for 4 months, but the material that I've been working on for 2.5 years. I'll tell you about it in a little bit. Jason, thank you for your comments on the website. Appreciate it. And Albert Navarro, nice to see you again. MJ Brooklyn from Orlando. Thanks for the email. I haven't had a chance to respond to it. God evening all. I like that. God evening all. Well, it is Sunday. Cheryl Daniel. I have. Thank you. It's great. Thank you. Love the website. It has helped me today. Thank you, TD Store. Good, not God. No, God. It's a God day. You were right the first time. Hey, Doug. Very wild. Here, Jamwani. Hey, thank you so much for everything. You've really helped me because I can't pay for therapy. Well, a lot of people can't, but fortunately in Portland, Oregon, we have free sites. A beautiful day in Oklahoma. Well, it's been beautiful in Portland. By the way, do you like my black turtleneck? I really think I look much better in black. I'm going to be wearing this as my, kind of like Steve Jobs. I always wanted to be Steve Jobs. I was on to Apple in 1977. If I only had held on to the stock, but no, I knew it was great. I own nothing but Apples. As a matter of fact, we're on a nice 16-inch MacBook Pro laptop. Kevin Wilson, haven't seen you in a while. A couple old timers coming through. Rachel, nice to see you. All right. I released a video last night about the new suicide prevention website that I've just published, which is really already helping a lot of people. It's called survivingsuicidalpain.com. And I had a joke last night when I did the video, and it was this. I'm a writer, right? And I used to write, a lot of people write in longhand in the old days before computer word processors, and they often used to write in pencil so they could erase their stuff. Well, I have found that writing with a broken pencil is pointless. All right. Okay. Thanks for listening to that joke. What did someone say at 3 a.m.? Whoop, whoop, whoop. I listened at 3 a.m. to your new site. Wow, MJ Brooklyn, was it at 3 a.m. your time? No, it couldn't have been because I hadn't even released it at 3 a.m. Anyway, but wow, you were up in the middle of the night. Kevin, Dave, and Anthony Burton, Doe, is Sir Pollution bad? I don't know what Sir Pollution is. I know there's circumference. He invented the round table. Royston Tilts, good work. Good evening, everyone. Hope you guys are having a beautiful weekend during these difficult times we are all plagued with. Hope you're well. Thank you. I am. Thank you, Royston. Nice to see you again. And see, you look very distinguished in black. I know. I just love black. Great website. Very extensive. Thank you. Well, we've only put up 40% of it so far. We're going to have stuff about when you lose a loved one, stuff for teenagers, stuff for construction workers, a page for veterans, a page for people with illness, a page for people going to go through legal problems. You're trying to send money? Well, you just click on the little dollar sign and it allows you to do it. Otherwise, you can just send me by PayPal. DouglasBloch@gmail.com is my PayPal address. There it is, right. Just use that, my email address for PayPal. All right. Hello, Richard Farrell, the star of last week's video. You got your, what Andy Warhol calls, well, it wasn't 15 minutes of fame, it was 20 minutes of fame. Anyway, no, you helped a lot of people, Richard. Thank you so much for being generous with your time. Chom Choms haven't been able to come here a while because the new job has some weird schedules. Texas Angel, your fam and from Texas, yes. Texas is okay. It has Austin. Good looking website. Thank you, Kyle B. That's actually exciting. All those resources for all walks of life. As I say, just getting started. I've been using SSRI since 2012. Has it damaged my brain? I don't think so. You should talk to your doctor, but I've never really heard of that in the literature. You may feel psychological and emotional imbalances. We all feel that. But anyway, 8 years you've been on them. Hopefully they've been helping. Definitely talk to your doctor. So proud of you, Douglas, for your amazing, well-needed website. I'm almost tearful. You're an inspiration. Thank you. And I think Jason just sent £5. Yes, inspiring words. By the way, I'm gonna. Could you email me your web address again, because I need to send you the chess problems to send back into that the chess problem solving contest in Britain. We've solved almost all of them. Anyway, so proud of you. One day I'm going to come to Britain and look you up. Thank you for your £5. Almost come to depend on it. Lagai, Joan, and Bruce. Yes. Does anybody know who Bruce is in this live chat? Is the air pollution bad? Absolutely not. Our air quality is excellent. Only when we had the fires was it bad. Let's go to camera. Let's go to photos. Let's go to all photos. Let's go to albums. Let's go to Bruce the cat. And let us see, where's Bruce the cat? So for those of you who don't know, I have an amazing Persian cat named Bruce. There he is, right there. Isn't that amazing? He's a beautiful, beautiful spirit. He actually is partly human. He really comes up to my room every morning, meows for food, and looks me in the eyes. And by the way, those of you who haven't been here for a while, what do you think of the new painted room? Isn't the yellow beautiful? It's so cheerful. We need that in the Oregon winters. All right. Bruce is cute, Texas Angel. Yes, inspiring words. Thank you, Jem. Thank you, Janice. Appreciate your £5 contribution. I don't know what that emoji is doing, but it's cute. There's an old joke that comes to my mind from my job, but let's hear it. Part of this website is about making us laugh, because when you laugh, you can't be laughing depressed at this. You can't laugh and be depressed at the same time. Humor is a wonderful brain changer, not a game changer, but a brain changer. I like that. Yeah, any jokes, Shams? Yeah, we're waiting for them. Anyway, the air is good in Portland, David. Texas Angel, there's Ann is from Oklahoma, pretty close by, 38. Well, that's a good start. All right, I'm ready for your joke, Shams. You like the Rachel Wallace Yellow? So do I. Sana Ismail, nice to hear from you. How are you doing with your children? How are you doing with the depression? Particles in the air poison us and kill us. Well, yeah, think of Beijing, right? I wake up and go to a storage home made from concrete. I'm there for about all Sunday because I'm so north. Okay, well, you have to retell the joke. Joseph F., nice to see you. The pixelated picture behind you had exactly been intriguing. What exactly is it? It's from Bolivia. It's what is it called? I don't know. A piece of apparel. I don't know what the right name, but it basically represents the different tribes of Bolivia, South America. It's a cloth. It's like a prayer cloth or a shawl. Anyway, it's very cool. My collaborator, Amy, brought it back for me from Bolivia last summer. Very cool. It's a piece of cloth. Yep, still don't get your joke. Well, let's try one of your old ones. Exercise is so very important for healing from depression and anxiety, but some people don't like to go out. As a matter of fact, I knew a kangaroo who wouldn't go out and exercise. He was a pouch potato. Isn't that bad? All right, David Ostrom. But does OCT make you feel confused when you think or do? Cuts into it. Yes, exercise really helps. It seems like there's no end to it. Keep on trying. Well, there are techniques. There's a book called Brain Lock, and you can also go to a good cognitive behavioral therapist. So, a second phase of the coronavirus coming, really? We're having record cases here in Oregon every single day, as well as the United States. 2 million people diagnosed? All right, so Brain Lock by Jeffrey Schwartz. All right, there you have it. Check out that book, The Person Who Suffers from OCD. Lily squats are good. I like that, yes. Anyway, whoever talked about OCD, definitely check out the book Brain Lock. Still don't get the punchline, Choms, but anyway, I'll try it again. So who's the person dealing with the OCD? Oh, Donald, yeah. Go ahead and check out this book called Brain Lock. You love Oklahoma, MC? What is there except for plains and deserts? Not desert. I'm essentially in a storage house without windows for all sunlight, sometimes pushing soft drinks into packages. Look, why did he basically quit his job in the recycling factory? Because it was so depressing. How's that? I still don't get your joke. Anyway, Texas Connection, Brownsville, Texas, Oklahoma, the Texas Angel. Oh, you guys are. I literally have to quit my job because it's so depressing. I beat you to it. I beat you to it. So depressing. Absolutely. Hey, all. Sound like you're from Texas. Just a word for the what did the fish say when it hit a wall? Damn. Now that is good, Tornike. You've been here before. I'm going to go ahead and... all right, so any questions about depression, anxiety, or mental health in general? So what are we doing here? You know, the coronavirus, there's so many articles written about isolation, how people need each other to connect to each other. And because of the virus, we have its new lockdown in Oregon. You can't even go see your family for Thanksgiving. Or you can, but you have to be sitting 6 feet apart. Wow, that would be hard to fit 20 people at a dining table, wouldn't it? Anyway, it's really, really stressful. A lot of people are stressful right now. I need to get that book on Amazon once payday comes around. This fight still seems like it will never end, but I walk and I stride my bike. Excellent. That's what John Green does. Also, look up Jeffrey Schwartz Brainlock on the YouTube. YouTube has everything, including this channel. Speaking of which, I hope you guys have subscribed. If not, go to the homepage and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like, because the more likes this gets, the more YouTube sends people to our life-changing videos on this website. I went fishing with a dotted line. I caught every other fish. That's very, very funny, Richard. Where'd you get that one? I'm going to go ahead and copy that. Does anyone recommend what medication helps panic attacks? Proper panic attacks when someone is gasping and they think they're going to die or pass out? Wow, that's tough. Well, I know that Klonopin helps stop it in the middle, certainly for me, but I don't know, in terms of preventing them, that's a complex thing. You definitely should talk to your doctor. And what was hilarious? Oh, the fish one. Yeah, very good. I agree. So anyway, yeah, Gem, inspiring words. I would definitely talk with your prescriber. I know that Klonopin, the benzos help in the middle of it. Ravati Vaidya. It's been 4 months. I stopped medicine for OCD. It was great at start. Now, a few days, I can't control my thoughts, get distracted, very depressed. Help me. Well, talk to your doctor who prescribed the medication. Here's a joke. Philadelphia Defense. Sorry, not positive. Well, I guess you cut yourself off. My dad is 92 and lives on his own. Very isolated and depressed. Good. Wow. Well, maybe you could do some FaceTime with him. That's amazing. I want to live to be 92. That's what my father lived to. But, you know, I'm 71. I guess that's 21 years of productivity, assuming I can maintain my health. Christine, oh, here you are again. Dum. Christina Vasquez, having terrible anxiety and build up a tolerance for Xanax. Please help, can't bear anymore. Well, you need to talk to your doctor about the tolerance, because that can be problematic. But I do have, Christina, I have a whole 82 slide projection of a webinar I gave on how to overcome anxiety. So if you email me, I will send that to you for free. It's douglasbloch@gmail.com. And there are two types of anxiety. One controlled by your prefrontal cortex, where you're worrying about the future. And the other is controlled by the amygdala, which is here in the midbrain. It's the fight or flight mechanism. It's the sentinel of fear. And you're all ramped up like this and you can't settle down. That's what I had. Anyway, that's physiological. You need to do things like exercise and certain medications and deep breathing. So, at any rate, write me, Christina, and I'll send you that. And also, I hope you're under the care of both a prescriber and a mental health professional like a therapist or a counselor. Two fish in a tank. One says to the other, "How do we drive this?" Don't get it. Oh, a tank? Like a tank? Like an army tank? That is horrible. All right, Pamela Perry says, Amjad, Inman, I used it for a long time. I don't remember if it was hard to come off. I only used 7.5 milligrams. It really helped me sleep. Yeah. And what is the stuff you're talking about? Because I have to go back to Anjan Inman. Oh, mirtazapine. Yeah. Antidepressants, you usually don't have withdrawal symptoms when you stop them. Again, talk to your doctor, but I've known a lot of people on mirtazapine. Um, Bringing the new year with a bang. Thank you, Charles. All right. Any help dating when you're 40 plus years in depression? Do you tell them right away? Well, it depends on how comfortable you feel with the person. It's some people may want to wait a couple of times, but isolation has never been a friend. It's not anybody's friend. So yeah, Dirty Dasher, feel it out. My girls are great and still with me, but I still struggle with depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts. Please help praying for us and to sort of the hell of this illness. Well, as you know, Sana, maybe you got my email. Hopefully you're on my YouTube subscriber list. I don't know if you subscribed, but I have a new website that was just released yesterday. It's called survivingsuicidalpain.com. The idea being is that people become suicidal when their pain is so great they can no longer cope, and they feel that's the only way out. But of course it's not. There's so many other things you can do to keep yourself alive until it passes like a storm. So I will put that link in today's live chat. Go to the website, Sana. It's got a lot of good tips, and one day at a time, just keep plugging along. This too shall pass. And of course, you have your psychologist, therapist, and prescriber, I hope. I was going on a date when I was 33 years old, living with my parent. I went out with this woman on a blind date in New York City. She really liked me. She said, "Douglas, when can I see you again?" Loaded out Tuesday. I'm so excited. I said, "Well, that would be fine, but on Tuesday, I'm entering a psychiatric ward in New York Hospital up north of New York City." She said, "What? You're not crazy." I said, "Well, you only saw me at my best. I'm highly agitated." She said, "I don't care." She said, "I don't care if you're going to the mental hospital. I don't care if you're going to the loony bin. I'm going to stick with you." And she did. She came and visited me every weekend until I got better. Now that is a guardian angel. So, woman didn't mind if I was depressed, but anyway, again, you got to play it by ear. You came clean about your struggle with suicidal thoughts. It was stressful. It made me feel so much better. Absolutely. So there's a misinformation. Sometimes people are afraid to say they're suicidal because they're afraid the doctor's going to call 911 and lock them up. Absolutely no. I think about 1 million Americans in America, United States of America, struggled with suicidal thoughts last year. 1 million. And most all of them didn't act on them. And so if you just tell someone you're having suicidal thoughts, that's no reason to go to the hospital. Only if you're in imminent danger of risk to yourself or others. So it's always good to talk and open up. You always feel so better. You know what? Much better. John Bradshaw said, "You're only as sick as your secrets." That's from AA. Absolutely. We have to reach out for help. Have to. It's a survival strategy. All right. What are my thoughts on derealization? It sucks. Have never had it, but I've worked with young people who have it. And it's kind of an anxiety disorder. It's really tough, but it does go away. All right, Kraton, yes, I've heard mixed feelings, mixed reviews. Okay, Ann and Shirley, it's all about connecting, absolutely. I had only one date in the last 4 years. I scared him. I guess not ready yet. Wouldn't want to date someone who'd go out with someone like me anyway. Yeah. Well, that's not the exact quote. Here's the exact quote. Groucho Marx said, "I would never want to join a club that would have someone like me as a member." That's how Woody Allen started out at Annie Hall. Isn't that great? Isn't that great for low self-esteem? I would never want to join a club that would have me as a member. Someone like me as a member. That's a classic Groucho Marx joke. Yeah, John Bradshaw. God, he recommended. He actually is on the cover of some of my books, like Words That Heal. It was an amazing healer. I hung out with him in Portland. He came a couple of times. What happens when you go to the hospital? You go to a lot of boring groups. You get a psychiatrist. They try out different meds, and then they usually discharge you in a week. But it's a good plan. It's a good place to go when you have no place else to go. But I've been hospitalized 5 times, if you can believe it. And I do have a video called "What My Life Was Like in a Mental Hospital" on this channel if you want to watch it. All right. It is so cool And what is so cool? Hello, beautiful live chat people, said Richier. I'm in winter wonderland here, but still manage to feel anxiety and depression one day at a time. Thank you. And where is winter wonderland? Sometime place in Norway? All right. What else do I want to read? Consult your doctor before reducing your meds. Very good idea. Yeah, Guardian Angel Story, Pamela Perry. Why is your name familiar? Were you on? Did you make a comment on my new video? I love your name. I love alliteration, Pamela Perry. My videographer is called Jerry Gerard. Don't you love that? But we don't have a Douglas. What could be my second name? Douglas, Distinguished Douglas. I kind of like that. A Triumph Tiger, 1200. I know Tiger Woods has triumphed on a lot of golf courses. He must be talking about something else. John Vandermeulen, haven't seen you in a while. When going through a depressive upset, the good news is it will pass eventually. How long do they last? Depends on the person. Usually anywhere from 6 weeks to, I don't want to say how long. I'll tell you, mine have been usually been about 18 months. 18 months of pure hell, but guess what? Once you're on the other side, it's just like a bad dream. Does the brain trick us in OCD? All thoughts are just illusion. My thoughts are 90% from past experience. Yes, the brain tricks you. I have a video here called "Don't Believe What Your Brain Is Telling You," or "Don't believe everything your brain is telling you." Oh no, the brain can give you very bad information, like you'll never get better, you're doomed, or you're psychotic, someone's trying to kill me, or there's cameras in the wall. We're very vulnerable with our mental health, but that's why we need to go all see a good therapist when we're having struggles. Happy Thanksgiving. Never heard from again. What's going on? Motorbike, what kind? Yes. Wish we could actually see you. Well, why doesn't Nancy put up a photograph? I guess you can. Well, you can send one to me, or you guys can live chat. I mean, you guys can, go on FaceTime or Skype or something. 66 watching this cold November night. Well, let's try get up to 80. We've had 100 the last couple of times. Have you ever had ketamine treatments? No. If so, what was it like for you? It's a hallucinogen, an animal tranquilizer. I'm sure I'd enjoy it. It's for people who are really at the edge, and it helps some people. So I've done something like ketamine, like LSD and mescaline. Yes, Xanax is definitely a benzo. LaShawn Green, I feel like a veil is over me all the time. Yes, absolutely. I know what that's like. Hey, Pedar Shields, it's always good to see you. I love you, and from Europe. And thank you for being such a generous contributor. Along during the holidays, a lot of people are on the holidays in Portland. A lot. All right. Hang in there. I'm still praying for you and the girls. Yes. Anyone alone during the holidays? Yeah. Many. Am I in Portland? Yes. Portland, Oregon. Harry Morgan and Richard Farrell is right nearby. Wow. My dad is extremely social and likes people. He blossoms with the company, but COVID-19 has stopped all visitations. That's absolutely, it's horrible. Guess what? 2 vaccines are coming down the pike. So yeah. And again, good for you, Misfire Jack, for coming clean about your suicidal thoughts. Yes, Charles Bronson, nice haircut, I agree. Thank my videographer, Jerry Gerard. Don't you love this yellow room? I'm so happy with it, especially since it's cloudy and dark outside. All right, let's see if we can answer any other questions here. It's 12:25. We could use a couple more donations, but in the meantime, let's see what you people have to say. Sidhari Pamash, hi Douglas, for a change. I'm off today to watch you. Hope you all is well with your family. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. Do they celebrate Thanksgiving in India? Maybe. Sunflower Garden, Jesus is the great physician. He cares for you all going through. Absolutely. What are the traits of a good therapist? Empathy, and empathy. Also flexibility. MJ Brooklyn. It also depends on the individual connection you make with them. It's like, marriage. It's all depends on the relationship. Is there any way to learn to live without anhedonia? Yeah, I've been doing it for 71 years. Um, here's how I live with it. This. All these activities that change brain chemistry and uplift mood. Exercise, diet, meditation, prayer, company, social connection, structure and routine. It's all on this chart. Be more than happy to email it to you. And of course, psychotherapy. Yes, learning to manage it. That is the key, chum-chums. It's all about learning to manage symptoms. So yeah, fortunately, dysthymia, or anhedonia, depends on how bad it is. But if it's mild anhedonia, you can do so. And even severe, you can always go into depression treatment. But yes, anhedonia is something that can be managed. Where is Leroy Brown? I don't know. Hey, Danielle, so nice to see you. Well, guy, triggers are tough, but you can. I'm going to do something on my new I'm going to put something on my suicide prevention website about triggers. Absolutely. What are your triggers, Lagai? All right, Lazy Iran. That woman's a blabbermouth. I wonder who you're talking to. Do you think expressing yourself creatively is a good mechanism? Alice Rose, absolutely. If I didn't have my writing and my YouTube videos, I'd go back into depression. It's life-saving for me. Absolutely. Creativity is good for everybody. Matter of fact, on this list of what you can do to get out of depression, right here under health, you can't see this, but it says creative self-expression. Do you see it right down there? Under relaxation about music therapy? Yeah. I think creativity is unbelievably good. I know a lot of people who play music and it helps them. Sumas Broderick, nice to see you again. Its best use is for people trying to withdraw from opiates. I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. Can it be habit forming? Not quite. You're talking about kraton? I don't know much about it. All you want is death? Well, I know what it's like to be not have a pain, Leroy, but again, go to my new website. I think it could help you. Oh yeah, Pamela. Now I remember your comment. Yeah, it was a spontaneous joke. I remember. Thank you. David Cunningham, new person. I've taken up hill walking and met new people, which helped my crippling anxiety and low moods. Took me away from most meds. Good coping strategy, David Cunningham. Under physical self-care, what's the number thing I talk about right here at the top? Exercise. It's almost like a panacea. Yes. Leroy Brown, how am I supposed to connect with people if my anxiety is so bad that I can't talk to people? I don't know how to make friends. Well, the place to start, Leroy Brown, is to find a good therapist or counselor, really, because that's where you start. And in other words, you can't get out of this yourself. You need some coaching. You need some help, maybe medication. But you can't. I know people who've had really bad anxiety and who were isolated. It's called agoraphobia. They can't even leave their house, and they've overcome it. So, if you can have the courage, just to make a phone call or go to a place called BetterMood.com or Psychology Today, find a therapist. Find someone in your area to help work with you. I'll put that right here. If you go to a website called Psychology Today. If you Google this, you can find a therapist, a counselor in your area, and sometimes they have sliding scale. Yeah, Leroy, Google that, and you can find some help. I know you can. Letta Ganati, please reply, and please reply to that. Oh, you've been struggling, yeah. So let me see. What could you? Lita Ganoti or Ganati? No dates of 3 years. I feel for you. Wish I could take you for a coffee. That's VC. Yeah. Why don't you ask your question again? Because I can't, when you say please reply, I can't see where you originally spoke. Yeah. I can't find your comment. So why don't you, $13.99 from a very generous donator? Lagai, thanks for Douglas' generosity. Well, you're a sweetheart. We should talk over the phone. We've got each other's phone numbers. Give me a call sometime later today. Anyway, the person said, please reply. Could you post your thing again? Your comment? I couldn't find it. All right. God is great. Sorry, I meant Douglas. Well, I don't mean, being called God every now and then. Since I've started sewing, I get much happier. That's creative self-expression. Made gifts for my sisters. My ex didn't allow me to sew and be creative. Boy, it sounded like a horrible experience, didn't it? Sometimes I tuck my knees into my chest and roll forward. That's how I lean forward. That's how I roll. Another bad one. Oh, God is great. Oh, that's your name. That's your name. Oh, it makes a lot of difference for me since you have dealt with depression more. Oh yeah, okay. God is great. Well, that's a cool name. And TDD DTVX20. Nice to see you. Can a bad panic attack from weed cause permanent anxiety? God, someone just called me from Canada about that. A 19-year-old who had weed really messed him up and called anxiety. Yes, and he's been a mess. But will it be permanent? No. You can get through it. But I know a lot of young people in their 20s, and this guy was 19, who've had really bad reactions to weed, and it has knocked them on their butt for a while. But eventually it does go away. And it helps when you reach out for help and contact some mental health professionals. God is great. You know what I tell others? Don't advise me to get over it or any advice if you have not gone through it or is going through it. I'm so happy, Davis, that you are taking the time. And I don't know who Davis is. All right. Yes, sharing your wisdom with those who will listen, Sunflower Girl. Good idea. Will the veil ever lift? Yes, it will. It's hard for me to talk to my family without feeling overwhelmed. I feel hope is gone. What's the website name? Well, there's two websites. The first one is healingfromdepression.com. The second website I have is surviving suicidal pain.com. And if you go look on YouTube, you can find a video that I made called 4 Words That Can Save Your Life. All these websites and all these videos are saying one thing: this too shall pass. All right, Christina Vasquez says, is it possible to have a conversation with some of your readers just to have someone to chat with when feeling down? Absolutely. Absolutely. You put your email address out there. Anybody who wants to chat with Christina and, establish like a connection through email. That's why I ran support groups for 20 years. Community, community, community. That's how we heal together, not in isolation, but together. So yes, Christina, very brave of you to reach out. So it's Christina Vasquez 345 at gmail.com. Those of you who want to, connect with her by email, encourage you to. How long after you got treatment did you feel a lot of difference for you? What does one do with many, many years of trauma due to horrific abuse? It takes a while, but you can get over it. You have to find a good therapist who works with trauma. But look, human beings are remarkably resilient. The body is resilient, the mind is resilient. People have gone through horrendous things, Holocaust survivors, you name it, and they heal. Although it takes a while, although the scars never maybe completely go away, you can have a better quality of life. But you need to find someone who really specializes in trauma. There's a book called The Body Knows the Score by Besser Vanderkopf. Forgot his name. Anyway, it's called The Body Knows the Score. This looks like a 20 euro thing from Chom Chom's, is it? Yes, it is. I was thinking that when I got my first paycheck, I donated something here. I'll have to go to sleep sooner or tomorrow will be painful. Well, thank you so much, Chom Chom's. But I thought you were in Canada, and this looks like it's 20 euros. So where do you live? Go to sleep soon. It must be the UK or something. Anyway, thank you for your generous donation. Although you're not in the UK because it's euros. Anyway, thank you and have a good night's sleep. Green Jewel, thank you, Doug. This weekly chat and your videos have helped me immensely during a difficult, traumatic time I didn't think I would ever get out of. You are awesome. Well, thank you. Are you getting out of it? If so, it just proves this too shall pass. Tim Murphy, I live in the Northeast and it's very difficult to exercise right now because of the bad weather. Yeah, I used to live there, that's why I left. It's really affected my mood. I don't want to do about it. Don't know what to do about it. Well, see if you can join a gym once the COVID thing lets out. Okay, it looks like Sunflower Girl, a beautiful name, has given her name. Jackie79. Oh, your channel. Okay, that's cool. What am I doing this week, Douglas? I'm working on getting my audio. I'll tell you what I'm doing. This memoir that I wrote 22 years ago, called When Going Through Hell Don't Stop, I am going ahead and doing the final touches on sending a file to Amazon to be put on Audible, an audiobook. A beautiful Australian man read this book perfectly. It's going to be in January available in Audible and Amazon and Apple Books, and that's what I'm doing, putting the finishing touches on it this week, David Anthony. $1.99, Ocello Sawinaho. That sounds like a Hawaiian name. Well, thank you for your generosity. What part of the country do you live? Anyone from Robert Jenkins? Absolutely. I was just going to ask the same thing. Has anybody heard from Robert Jenkins? Yeah. I don't know. I'm really worried about him. He used to be a regular attender and contributor, and now he went into the hospital for the second time, and I'm going to text him right now. So let's go to Robert Jenkins. It's Sunday the 22nd, and the live chat people are asking about you again. Period. Have you left the hospital yet? Question mark. I'm doing well. I'm in the middle of my Sunday live chat. Period. We'll call you afterwards. Period. Let's have lunch. Period. By the way, that's my goddaughter, who I haven't seen in a long, long time. All right. Again, thank you, Chom Choms. I hope you sleep well. Robert Jenkins, I don't know. I hope he's not still in the hospital. That'd be 2 weeks. That's a long time. Shirley Kay plays her piano. As I said, creative self-expression. It's magical. All right. What have you guys been talking? Let's keep hitting the like button for DB. Thank you, Kyle. A true promoter. This group therapy last week due to work now, not good. Can't wait for this week's. Yeah, group therapy is wonderful. How's Finland doing in COVID, Chom Choms? Oh, is that where he lives? Wow. Following the Swedish land immunity? Or herd immunity, sorry about that. All right, a lot of helpful info in that audiobook. Kyle should know he's listened to it about 5 times. All right, I have a very good therapist, and I had one for EMDR, and this was 7 years ago, and I was told I'm not ready for talking about the events and put it to the rest. I was talked last month and was told not ready. Oh, tested last month and was told not ready. Well, yeah, it's all about working with your therapist. What are some things you guys feel like helps soothe your anxiety? Exercise, meditation, deep breathing, distraction, playing music, all sorts of things. Shirley K. Nina, you're welcome. Have faith that these people in Douglas will help you. Also, this group is really great with giving love and support. Well, that's true. Do you drink coffee? About what time do you stop drinking? Here it is right here. Can you see it? You can see the coffee, kind of. Yeah, I start about 6 a.m. and stop about 10 p.m. That's what Balzac used to do. He used to drink coffee, 20 cups of coffee a day. And that's how he wrote all those books. So, in answer to your question seriously, T-Mac, I do drink coffee. I have a cup in the morning, and that's it. Oh, no, that's not true, because when I'm on a work session with my collaborator, Amy, that may be from 4 to 8 p.m., I have to drink during the session to really be sharp. But normally, if I don't have a writing session, I just have it in the morning. Wow. Yeah, hey, Chom Choms, don't they have like a woman president in Finland, or have a lot of women in the parliament there? I hear it's very, very advanced that way. Yeah, flashbacks occur. God is great. You're right. You live in Finland. Wow. Isn't Tracy Marks wonderful? Yeah. I reached out to her about my new website. I'm going to try reaching out again. Okay, Beth Miller, who's been on here before, wants to chat with people, or at least communicate. Curly12012@gmail.com. You know what I might do? I might create a Google Docs and put some of these email addresses on there. Yeah, and then you guys can kind of log in and check it out. What do you think of that idea? Having like a place with all your email addresses are, and then you could access it through Google Docs. You know, you can't write anything, but you can view it. I think that's a great idea. Tell me what you think of it. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway because it's really going to be helpful. If you guys really want to email each other, why not have one master document with all your email addresses on it? Anybody know what they think of that idea? I think it's a great idea. Yes, I agree that P.G. Wodehouse is the best. I like the audiobooks read by Marvin Javis. Yeah, isn't he? He's a English author, isn't he? Texas Agent Animals are well. Goats get scared. Good idea. Thank you, LB. Oh yeah, Eckhart Tolle has great videos. I will go back. I think I lost a subscription. Coffee is dopamine. I thought it's adrenaline, really. Yeah. What do you do when you struggle with your self-esteem? Look at things you're doing well and give yourself a pat on the back and talk back to the inner critic. All right. Did you sell some masks? I would like to buy some if you did. Yes, on my run last night, I smelled fried dough, which triggered my memory of my old job when I wasn't depressed. That smell made me remember a whole summer of happiness. Absolutely, that's what smells can do. A very famous book called Remembrance of Things Past by Marcel Proust. He spends like 40 pages just talking about a trigger of one memory, a scene that it triggered. Who is Amy? Amy is a lady who is a very great writer and researcher, and she's an instructor at a local community college, and she's been collaborating with me on my suicide prevention book and website. So that's what I was referring to. I was told that those who struggle with anxiety should stay away from coffee. Yep, I've been told that too. But coffee in minor and low doses for me is okay, and I have anxiety. I love doing word puzzles. Yep, anything that takes your mind. Is hospital good? Depends if you need it. RB Dove, Bader Shields, please don't overstep boundaries. Thank you kindly. Okay, I'm sure he didn't mean to. The guy, because I should have been asleep 2 hours ago. That's right. What time is it in Finland? It must be, what? 9, it's 11:44 p.m. in Finland, so you must go to bed early. I don't go to bed till 1 a.m. Yeah, I'm really wanting this to be an audiobook. And there's Beth Miller giving her email address, curly12012@gmail.com. Love and light to Robert Jenkins. Yes. Your therapist is worth, you'll get hospitalized again for dissociative episode. Well, do the best you can. God is great. And if you do, well, just pick yourself up and get back up again. Just tell yourself that you have a healing mechanism within you that is going to help you become whole and well. Just keep telling yourself that. 45 minutes after the hour, 3/4 done. How are you guys feeling? A lot of people on here, what, about 80 or something? Again, we could use maybe 1 or 2 more donations before we sign off. Larry and Erie. Oh, wow. Hey, Douglas, I'm with my friend Mercy I met at the hospital. That's good. You can meet friends anywhere. Rubik's Cube, that just makes me more anxious. It's so hard. T-Mac, yes, you're in 0192. My first live stream back in 2017. You're very good. This is, what is it? Live stream 192. We're about to hit 200. Oh my goodness. I have 200 live streams and 300 videos. That's 500 videos altogether. Whoop-de-doo in 7 years. Let me see, if I live 14 more years, what does that mean? 1,500 total? Let's hit the 1,000 mark. Thanks again, Doctor. How are you? Oh, I've never felt better. I'm not a doctor, but thank you for calling me one. Okay, well, Pedar Shields, some people are objecting to your proselytizing, so maybe just to show some respect. I mean, I don't mind it, but different people have different needs. So, although I haven't seen any posts by Pedar Shields recently, so maybe he's taking your advice to heart. So I'm sorry it's causing you difficulty. Well, Sunflower Girl has a website. She's trying to raise money for people who need a motorhome. She said, you could go there. Hi, Richard Farrell. How long does it take for mirtazapine to start working? Yeah. Good question. Depends. 87, right? We're coming close to 100. Hey, Metal Odyssey. Nice to see you here. How often do I have live streaming? Every Sunday at noon Pacific time. I can write it down. Right, I posted it every Sunday at noon. Feeling hopeful now that you're here? Well, I'm glad it's helping you. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That's what it's for. Virtual support group. All this talking is making me hungry. Time for a bite of a banana. Hey. We need a joke. I'm in the food engineering business. A few days ago, we talked about fake food. You've heard of fake news. There's fake food. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta. I've only told this 10 times. I still like it. Did you hear about the restaurant that opened on the moon? The food is great, but it has no atmosphere. I don't know why that one tickles me. What do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. And where did Noah keep the bees in the ark? Remember, Noah took 2 of everything to escape the flood. Where did he keep the bees in the ark? In the archive, of course. Oh my goodness, that was bad. Get it? Archive. A-R-K-H-I-V. Okay, don't explain it to them, Douglas. It's a great pun. What can I tell you? All right. Anybody like that? The joke was good. Excellent, excellent. In the UK, a famous cook called Nigel Lawson has started doing recipes with banana skins. Cool. Well, your English isn't so good. Well, I'll do them very, very slowly next time. All right, joke time. Yes. So, who can tell a slow joke so unknown soldier can listen to it? Steiner, $20. You've come in at the end from Robert Jenkins' joke. Do the people in Hawaii laugh out loud, or is it a aloha? Oh, God, that is so bad. Aloha. Yeah, not everybody's going to get that, but it is. Yeah. Charles, I heard the book is really good. However, to me, it was too much. I started crying, so I stopped listening. Yeah, I wonder what book you're referring to. That would be nice to know. What's a simple joke? We can tell. What does a cat eat for breakfast? Mice Krispies. Of course, you have to. How's this? This is for a unknown soldier. What did one brain cell say to the other brain cell? I feel a connection. Can you understand that? I try to say it very slowly. Okay. How to get rid of addictions? My God, go get some counseling at an addictions outpatient clinic. I got it, Edward Douglas. I chuckled. I was referring to The Body Keeps the Score. Yes, that is a great book. I've read it, and I actually I did a video on how childhood trauma can affect you as adults. God is great. You should check it out. It's on this video, on this web, not on this YouTube channel. All right, what an honor. So much attention. Well, you deserve it. My son's puppy survived the mushroom toxicity. Thank you for all your support. Of course. In your 1996 episode, how long did it last? It lasted from September of 1996 to September of 1997. And I was symptom-free after I covered for the next 19 years. Yes, it's true. All right. Pamela had some good news. And I have to see what Duggan said. Bruce is doing fine. He showed a pic of Bruce earlier today. Yep. He got over his illness. Now he has a nice little place, a nice little blanket beside the fireplace. Thoughts on psilocybin? It was just Charles. It was just legalized here in Oregon, the first state in the union, for use in therapy under controlled conditions. Yes, they were doing this research in the 1950s, and it can be helpful under the right circumstances. Go to Johns Hopkins University website. There's a really famous man who's doing these experiments there. Just type in John Hopkins psilocybin experiments. You'll get their stuff. It's completely scientific. All right, we have 7 minutes left. My computer is low on battery, but it's going to make it. Now the topic has got the termian mental illness. I don't know who that is. It must be a person. What do I think about Remeron 15 milligrams? It's something that many people take. Metalogy, I have borderline personality disorder. It's fun until it's not. I'm a sexy boy with a sex toy looking for a pretty girl to give it a whirl. Well, I hope you have a good therapist so you can find a way to control your impulses. Sometimes I have no comment. You have to go. Peace to everyone. Peace to you. Give me a call. Hey, Purple Metal 75. You're in the last 7 minutes. Better than late than never. How can you contact me? You can send me an email. douglasbloch@gmail.com. And again, for those of you who came in late, this is a new website I just put up yesterday, www.survivingsuicidalpain.com. Its goal is to give people who are in despair hope and encouragement and give them the tools to survive their crisis. I'm very proud of it. I've been working on it for 2.5 years, nonstop. And there's Ansie's address. Thank you for all your work and support. Thank you. You're welcome, Mike M. Going to be 60 the same day as you, November 24th. Well, happy Sagittarians. I once knew a mushroom salesman. He was a fun guy. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that joke. I just try to make people laugh. I can't believe you read that. I read everything that comes on here. Are you kidding me? That's my job, is to read people's comments. Anyway, I thought it was a cute rhyme. All right. Wow. I'm sorry, that person must be in a lot of pain, chums. Goodbye, RCB. I love your name. Remember RC Ruth Bader Ginsburg? That was RBG, yeah. I'm really sorry she passed away. November 24th, a great day in the world. There'll be 67. Yes, of course you'll get extra healing. You're a young whippersnapper. I'm 71. You have a research team that sends to you. They're bad but funny. Yeah, some of them are worse than others. But yes, that was very bad. Aloha. NICA, I suffer with, that sounds like nickel cadmium. I suffer with worry of getting cancer. I wake up getting a panic attack. How can this be stopped? You have a major case of health anxiety. You should definitely seek help, professional help for that. like all mental health disorders, it can be treated. Right. How to channel anger. I have a video that goes how people with depression can express their anger. You should take a look. There's many books on that, by the way. All right. So there's the video I did on expressing anger. Mostly people get thrown at them after another. What makes them mentally ill? What makes whatever's already worse? Yes, Jordan Peterson. I need to reach out to him. I thought you were in your 50s. Well, thank you. I'll have to give some kudos to my makeup artist. No, I'm not kidding. This is how I normally look. This is clean living, by the way. What do I do? Early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Unfortunately, I get to bed at 1 a.m. and wake up at 9:30. That doesn't work. What else? Oh, I exercise. That's helpful. And I don't eat crap. Every day is Thanksgiving. Thank you, Kevin. Two children. What are we thankful for? Disobedient Space Will. I love your name. You got the last minutes. Next weekend, next Sunday, we're going to talk about what we're thankful for. How do I manage my negative thoughts? And MLF, that is the name of the game. That's what every human being since time immemorial has had to do, right? We have an angel and a devil, a good wolf and a bad wolf sitting here. The bad wolf says all sorts of mean, nasty, ugly things. The good wolf counteracts them. We're always in a struggle within ourselves about combating our negativity. There's so many things about that, but there's a therapy called cognitive behavioral therapy you might want to look into, where they specifically talk about managing negative thinking. Here, I'll even write it down for you. It's called CBT. Anyone ever done CBT? So if you want to talk about negative thoughts, go find a therapist or a psychologist who specializes in this, and they can help you. And, many good books on the topic. Cognitive behavioral therapy for negative thinking. Gee, too bad Groucho Marx didn't take that when he said, I would never want to join a club that would have a person like me as a member. Anyway, MLF, check out CBT. 1 minute left, and I'm ready to go. My sitting is not good for your health. I have a great cocktail for moral support. I have chronic pain. How do you feel about it? Are you talking about meditation, Patricia Monsieur? Meditation is a wonderful thing to do if that's what you're talking about. All right. Any last minute donations? You have 1 minute. A pig wins first prize of fair, stops at a bar on the way home to celebrate, forgets his ribbon, gets home, sends his son to the bar for his prize. Bartender asks what he'll have. Pabst Blue Ribbon, please. Oh my God. You have to know what Pabst Blue Ribbon as a beer was. If you don't know that, for people in our generation, Lazy Ranch, I got to get that joke. Where did you get it from? Yes, that's a beautiful pun if you know what the beer was. Next time I come here, I will try to ask some more questions about dealing with mental illness and existential crises. Yes, the worst symptom right now is nihilism. It's a very easy thing to fall into, but look, there is meaning in life. There is love in life. Read some inspiring stories. Read something called A Hiding Place, Chom Choms, or read any story. Read it's kind of heavy story about the Holocaust, the choice, but there's many, many good books out there that will show you. Read about the life of Helen Keller. Yeah, no, nihilism is not going to make it, and I don't believe it. And there are much other better philosophies. I go from completely happy to completely miserable within minutes, back to angry, and when I'm happy, sometimes it literally takes me 3 hours to get back to normal. Well, isn't that part of your borderline personality disorder? The whole idea of, going back and forth between these extreme emotions. There's something called, you must be in therapy. You're welcome, Miss Firejack. There's something called DBT. I'm sure you've heard of it, Mental Odyssey, but I'll say it anyway. DBT is what they use for borderline personality disorder. Dialectical behavioral therapy. All right, so just want to have you guys who haven't seen it, I have a new video called my new suicide prevention website has just been released. And if you have a moment, go to it. I've gotten really thumbs up. 45 comments, all of which have been positive. It's very well, nicely designed. It has a lot of good information, like the information we have on this YouTube channel. So I'll even say what my new video is. New video. My suicide prevention website has just been released. I think I say my new. Okay, so I hope you guys can watch that video if you haven't seen it. I think you'll get a lot out of it. And again, thank you for all the wonderful comments on that video and on this website, on this YouTube channel. All right, Pabst Blue Ribbon is an old poppy brewer. Exactly, James. If you don't know that, then that joke makes no sense to you. But if you do know it, then it's a brilliant pun. God bless everybody. God bless you, Nancy. At 83 years old, you're a trooper. Tell me how to get that old. I'd love to know. I just keep doing what I'm doing, huh? All right. Well, any last comments or questions? I got to go to the hardware store and get some nails to put up some more pictures of my new painted office. Finland's market is still very cool. Yes, yes. Please reply to what, Letagami, to my previous comment. What was your previous comment? And by the way, could someone tell me Leta's previous comment? I can't find it. And someone tell me how many people are viewing right now. That would be nice. I'm looking for Leta's previous comment. I'm looking. Maybe somebody could tell me. Okay. Eclectic interest, nice to see you. I'm looking. I just can't see. A lot of you guys are exchanging email addresses. That's great. Well, God is great. I appreciate your comment. Being a survivor of trauma is not an easy thing. It's really hell. So good for hanging in there. Well, thank you, Charles Bronson, for your $2 contribution. And I'm still looking for Letty's comment, and I can't see it. She says, please respond, and I cannot find it. If anybody knows, put it up there. All right, I can't find it, Letty. Sorry. If you want to write me, if you want to ask me, put it on the comments section of this video, okay? When this video is posted, just put your question in the comments section. And well, she won't repeat her comments. So what can I do? So it's been great hanging out with you. Have a good week. Have a good Thanksgiving. Even if you're by yourself, just give thanks that you have a roof over your head. Gas in the car, food in the cupboard, and you're welcome, A-Dog. And make it a good day, everybody. Make a list of emails. Okay, I'll do that sometime this week. Yes, Bruce. Okay, until we meet again, I wish you all the best in your mental health recovery. Thank you, Mental Odyssey. Thank you, Let Ganati. Reply. Nope, can't reply if you've not said anything.